At this point, I don't know if I'm an outfit repeater between these videos, so sorry, not sorry. Hey guys, it's V, and today we are filming day 9. We only have one more day after this of the 10-day blender bender. Today's sponge is a little bit more on the inexpensive side. This sponge is only $6.50 and I bought mine online at Ulta. This is an Ulta exclusive sponge. It is from Bronx Colors and it is their medium precision blending sponge for makeup application. Now if you can see what it looks like in there, it's got a very unique shape. I have never tried a sponge like this one before. I know the Taylor loves this one that is from Morphe. It looks very similar, so that's kind of like part of my reason for choosing this one, because she really likes that one, and so I'm hoping that maybe this one will be somewhat similar in application to it, but it is on the lower end of price wise for the sponges that I'm testing out, so I'm also hoping that it's good just for that reason alone. So on the back of the packaging here, it says professional makeup blending sponge for an I can't even read today. For an even complexion, use round end to apply makeup on larger areas and pointed end for precision blending on nose, lip, and eye area. Tip, dampen with water before use, cleaning, occasionally wash sponge gently with warm water and mild shampoo, and let dry well. So we're just going to get zoomed in on my face and get down to business. So let's pin up these faded colored bangs. Ugh. I hate semi-permanent color for the reason alone that it fades really quickly. So let's go ahead and open this sponge up. I'm very excited to try it out. This is actually the only thing that I have tried from this brand, Bronx Colors, so should be interesting. Okay, upon first squish, it's a little tough, a little hard, but it did say to dampen at first. There is something on it. It looks like just cardboard or something. So, okay, this is what the sponge looks like dry. So let's see what happens when we wet it, if it gets any bigger. The shape is very interesting, so let's see what it looks like. Okay, so here is the sponge wet. It didn't really seem to grow very much at all. Kind of worries me a little bit. It still honestly doesn't feel very squishy, which worries me a little bit. It was kind of hard to soak it. Like, it still feels pretty hard, and I mean, it feels wet, but it doesn't feel like squishy. It just doesn't feel like it really absorbed that much water, but we're gonna try it. Let's get my Revlon Colorstay foundation and pump it on my hand and then get it all over my face, and then we will try this one out. Okay, get the excess off of my hand onto the sponge here, and let's see. Okay, this one like really, like, okay, I'm just gonna show you guys, but it really like doesn't hold the water. Do you guys see that? Like, it's really just like kind of coming out, and I squeezed it really well. So let's go ahead and just try this on my face, see how this interesting shape blends, and let's do this. Ooh, it's hard. It does not feel good. That's what she thought. Okay, but it's blending nicely, and it's keeping a lot of the coverage. It looks like it's soaking up a lot, but it still looks like it's keeping really nice coverage. Oh, this one faintly smells like the Daiso one. Oh my gosh, it faintly has like a rubbery sort of smell. Oh, it's the same. Oh, it's the same. Oh god, okay. And honestly, like in terms of hardness, this one doesn't feel very different from the Daiso sponge either. Oh, it smells so bad. I'm gonna have to wash off my foundation. I had to wash off my foundation after that video because it smelled so bad and I could keep smelling it all day. Okay, hair. Hair? We're just gonna put you behind the ear. Why do sponges smell like that? Oh, it's so bad. I mean, it's not doing a horrible job of blending, but that, every time I get near the nose, that smell is so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, and this one is really, okay, this one's really hard. You can kind of see it's making lines on my nose because it's such a hard texture. I am not enjoying this one. Oh, no. From what I remember, this one actually had like decent reviews on Ulta. I'm just gonna take a little bit right on the sponge here. I wonder, I didn't read any reviews obviously, but I wonder if anybody has mentioned the smell in their review. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. There's no way that I'm just getting a bad sponge that smells bad. Like, they have to all smell like this, you know? Especially since multiple sponges in this series it happened to. There's no way. I'd say in terms of smell, it's not as strong as the Daiso sponge. But when I smell like that, I can smell it. And that's not ideal at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows really quickly. Let's see how this blends out concealer. But honestly, I mean, it did an okay job, but the smell, and it's really hard, and it's just... Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows really quickly. Let's get back here in just a second. Alrighty, brows are back, and I have to say, my hands smell like the rubberiness. Like, I can't get away from it. It is so... Oh, I can't handle it. But let's go ahead and see how this works on my concealer and everything. Just for demo purposes. Let's see how this works. So let's go ahead and put some concealer on, and I will blend it out here in a second. Now, this did say that this tiny little thing here is good to get into the tight spots. So let's see how it works in those spots there. Seems to be getting in there really well. I do wish that I had a sponge like this that I liked. I may actually try out the Morphe sponge after this, because I can guarantee if there was a smell to it that Taylor would have said something about it. Like, there's no way she wouldn't. So I'm definitely gonna have to try out that Morphe one. But okay, this one actually blended out my concealer really freaking well. So that's crazy. Okay, SB is trying to get into here, so I might just go let her in real quick. Okay, 1 second. I hear you whining and crying. Bet you want to come in. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't whine and cry. Who was that? Okay, let's go ahead and blend out. Oh no. We got concealer in the lashes. This is why you don't take breaks. Okay, I think I wiped it out. All right, let's go ahead and blend out this other eye really quickly. But honestly, I really liked how it blended out that other eye. So that's really unfortunate that this one smells so bad. But I am definitely going to try these ones that don't smell good. I'm gonna try and clean them. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let you guys know how they clean. I think that is something that's important for the wrap up video. So I'm gonna try and clean it and see if I can get the smell out. I'm honestly a little scared, but that really blended out my concealer really well. And it gave me like full coverage on the concealer. And it looked like it soaked up a lot, but I mean, it's still very full coverage. I was able to get into my nose little creases here that I wasn't able to get in with on the flat side. I mean, it did pretty good. It did pretty good, but it smells so bad. I do like the shape of this one a lot better than the Daiso sponge. If we're comparing them smell-wise. And like everything wise, like I do like the shape of this one much better, because the Daiso one had a much like fatter top part, and so it was a lot harder to get into those areas. But I'm gonna go ahead and take my RCMA No Color powder and go in with this one, get some on my sponge here and just set. Oh, I really do like the shape a lot. I can see why the Taylor loves this shape, because it really does get like up in there, and it also gets up in my powder compact so that it actually gets the powder that's underneath there. I mean, that's set really nicely. I think that looks really good. I'm gonna do the other side. It makes me sad that I'm gonna have to wipe this off because of the smell, because this actually doesn't look bad. Okay, let's try setting the nose a little bit with like the bigger part. Just do a little bit of that just to set it in place here. Seems to be working pretty well. Okay, y'all, so this is my face all blended out. Honestly, looks pretty good, but I can still smell rubber. Oh my god. Foundation all in my hair. Okay, y'all, so if I had to rate this Bronx Precision Blender, is that what it was called? Yes, Precision Blending Sponge. The problem is the smell is really everything that makes me not like this, but it actually blended out my foundation and concealer well. So that is just unfortunate, but it's also very hard. And so I can't remember what I gave the Daiso sponge, but I'm going to give this one a 3 because it is better than the Daiso sponge. In terms of how it blended, I feel like it blended a lot better than the Daiso sponge. The shape of it I do like a lot more than the Daiso sponge's shape. So yeah, I hate to compare so much, but like when they both smell the exact same, and when you think about it, like this one is $5 more than that one. So for the shape and for the price and for everything, like I think I'm gonna give this one a 3 because I definitely would not recommend it at all. But if you think that this shape would work for you, you might want to try and find a sponge that's better reviewed, that doesn't smell like a rubber fart to try. I'm definitely going to be buying the Morphe one. I hope that's not discontinued because I know that she was kind of confused whether or not it was or not. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this sponge. I can't believe tomorrow is the last day. It's crazy to me that I'm already almost done filming these. I'm still working on editing them, but I'm actually going to be filming another video today announcing what day that it's going to be and everything, so I'm so excited. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to show some love to the like button down there, and if you subscribe, you can be a member of my Muse family, and I love you guys so freaking much. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.